All right, so use the graph to answer the following. So f of 1. So when x is 1, what is our y value?
1.
Okay. When x is 2, what's our y value? 10. Why is it not 30?
Because it's a closed circle.
Okay, because 30 is an open circle, so we would go with 10, right? When x is 4, what's y? When x is 6, what's y? When x is 9, what's y? Questions. Okay. What's the purpose of a W-4? So withhold taxes, right? That's the one that you fill out with your employer, right? Okay. What's the purpose of a W-2? To prepare for taxes. To prepare for filing taxes. Don't get those two mixed up. What's the purpose of a 1040 form? To complete taxes. Everybody okay on those? Okay. On your quiz, you're going to be asked about a W-4. You're going to be asked about a 1040. So another way to say to complete taxes is prepare your taxes. Okay. Cool. All right, number 5. Ezekiel makes $14 per hour and works 40 hours per week. He's paid every 2 weeks. What does his gross wage be on his paycheck? So you're going to take 14, multiply by 40, and how many weeks are we going to do that for? 2. What do you get? Say it again. Okay. So you do hours times how much you get paid times how many weeks. Okay. There's one just like that on the quiz. Susanna makes $42,000 per year and is paid twice a month. What will her gross pay be on her paycheck? All right, so she makes $42,000 a year. How many months do we have? 12. Okay, so if we divide that by 12, what do we get?
35.
Okay, and then she's paid twice a month, right? So we're going to divide that by 2. Question. So, yes. That's how much money you make on one paycheck. Yep. Okay, Cameron makes $70,000 per year. Use the tax table to answer the following question. So how much does Cameron owe in federal income tax? First of all, which percentage does Cameron fall into? 32? 22%. So that is our marginal tax rate. Okay, margin is in the margins, is on the side, 22%. Now we've got to figure out how much he owes. That's the little equation we did yesterday. So that's going to be 0.22. Yep, it's one of them days. 0.22 times 70,000 minus how much do we subtract off? 41. So the tax bracket is 41,776. 70. 76. Is it 75 or 76? 76. Look in the right-hand column. Right-hand column where it says. Oh, 75. All right. Okay. All right, and how much are we going to add?
4,000.
Okay,
Let it go. That's a lot of time.
Mhm.
But that's important.
You don't realize like that's actually how much it is until you see it all together.
So that's how you tell it's totally different federal one.
Okay, now effective tax. What's up?
Um, I mean, the formula sheet.
Like the tax table?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, effective tax rate. You're gonna take how much you owe and divide it by how much you make. So 70,000. And then multiply it by 100. So how much is that? How much? 0.68. So 16%. Yeah. Cool. Okay. This effective tax rate should be under 22%, but not under 12%. So it should be in between 12 and 22. Does that make sense? Because like we're not going to pay 22% unless we're at the top of that tax bracket. Okay.
How did you? Oh, I see it.
We took how much we owed divided by how much we make. Okay. Yep.
What's that money?
So when you look at the green sheet or the tax bracket thing on the right hand side, there is information that says, here, hold on, let me pull it up. There's information that's like, hey, don't go over this amount. So I really hate Microsoft. That's the cutoff date.
That's what you, that's what you.
Mm-hmm. Okay, this is tax bracket. Look on the right hand side where it says tax owed. That's how I create my equation. So this information right here. So it's going to be in 22%. And that's where that 4,807 came from. That's where that 41,775 came from. Yep. All right, flip to the back. Okay. What is John's gross pay for the pay period? How much does he make? Where'd you get that from? Okay. Okay. Sorry. Okay, so you're going to take these two and add them together, or you can look at this. Okay, 2208. All right, what is his net pay?
1,653.
So right here, it has net pay. Okay. What percent of John's total wage did he pay in taxes? So you're going to take how much he paid in taxes and then divide it by his gross pay. So how much he made in taxes That's 400. And then divide it by his gross pay, which was 2208. What'd you get? 5.52? 400.39 divided by 2208 should be 18%. Yeah.
No, I think it's wrong.
How much has John paid in Social Security this year?
$184. 12 cents.
Okay. And then how long is the pay period?
It's maybe 8 days. 2 days.
Okay, so 2 weeks, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What does the IRS stand for?
So total revenue
Internal Revenue Service. Yeah.
Yes.
And when are US taxes due each year? Yep. Your parents probably freak out right around that time. Okay, so April 15th. If you're gonna be late, there is a late. There is no like, oh, you can turn it in late and it's fine. No, like they don't care. They're gonna take your money. Okay. So yes,
So I can get any time.
you can, you're gonna get a penalty.
What?
Yeah. So remember, you get your W-2 on January 31st. Okay, and then you have until April 15th to file your taxes. After April 15th, then you start having to pay a fee. I would. I don't want you to take more money. Huh? It can hurt your credit score. I mean, it's not really like a help. You have to file your taxes.
I can do it anytime after January.
January 31st, you'll get your W-2. Yep. So normally what I do is I collect all of my W-2s, my 1098s, all that stuff, and then I put it all together. And then I have a guy who does mine. But he also does my dad's and all that kind of stuff. So I collect all those documents, I give it to him, and then he processes it. And then I pay him, and then I pay the government, whatever. So
So like what, $50? Yeah.
no, like if you do TurboTax, I think it's like 50 to 100, depending on how elaborate your taxes are. Okay, so for 68,000, what is their marginal rate? 22. Okay. God bless. All right, now we're gonna do owed. So when you do the owed one, you're gonna do 0.22 times 68,000 minus 41,775 plus 4807.5.
Yes.
Then you're gonna type that into Desmos. What'd you get? Okay. Then to get your effective rate, you're gonna take that and then divide it by how much you make. How much?
16%.
Okay. And again, that should be less than your marginal rate. Okay. Everybody good?
Yep.
Do we want another one? Okay, let's do one more. All right, let's try 37,000. Okay, find the effective, marginal, and owed. Okay. 37,000, and we're trying to find the marginal, effective, and owed. Are we just getting stuck on the equation? IRS is Internal Revenue Service. All right, so do 30 rate.
Whoa.
12. Okay. So for marginal, it's 12. So that's the percentage we're gonna pull from the table. Okay. For the effective, we gotta find how much is owed first, right? So we're gonna take 0.12, multiply it by 37,000 minus how much? 275? All
202.
right, plus how much?
1,003. 27.5.
1,027.5. Okay, you type that into your calculator, how much?
4,000.
So.
What is it?
4, 2, 3, 4. Yeah.
Okay.
4, 4, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. Then how much is your effective? Okay, so we take 4,234.5 divided by how much we make. And that gives us, okay? Questions?
No.
Are we better?
No.
Any questions? Last minute. Go ahead. You don't have to. As long as you like, it's fine. Yeah.
That's how we use the.
All right. Are you ready? Okay. All right. Do me a favor, clear off your desk except for your laptop and a pencil. I'm gonna put it on the board. Green sheet's gonna be